Romney, do you remember Romney was actually surging in October? Do you remember that? Okay, so Romney started to move a little bit in October. Then we had a big storm and a whole bunch of other stuff go on. But Romney was surging, and Neil comes out and says that the surge is in a large part due to the fact that Romney is now connecting with voters directly through telephone town halls. And we're going to talk a lot about telephone town halls here. And so every time Neil Newhouse speaks, I do a marketing email out to people saying, hey, Republican pollster Neil Newhouse, it's not Marty Stone, Republican pollster Neil Newhouse says that the way to win your election is to use this phone technique or that phone technique. So every time I do that, he sends me an email saying he wants 10% because he's a good Republican and he wants a piece of the action. And I'm glad to do that for him, if he remembers. Okay, so let's go on. So we're now going to talk about how to win your governor's race with phones. And as I said, the world has changed. So no longer do you win your race just with media. No longer do you win your race just with mail. You know, internet, is it there yet? Is it not there yet? Nobody's won an entire race, although there's a Republican member of Congress from Utah who won the primary there, who claims he won it all online through Facebook. But so far, no one but him, and he may be insane. No. Nobody but him has said the internet's won him races. I'm going to go out there and say you are going to win your governor's races, and this is the way you should write up your plans based on phones. Okay? So extra credit to anybody who says, oh, I'm not grading these things. I can, no, that's right. Yes, Martin Hamburger, when he did this, used to show me the things. I'm not reading all of that. So let's talk about telephone town halls. And raise your hands. Have you ever heard about a telephone town hall? Okay, you all should raise your hands because I just said Neil Newhouse said that Romney was surging because of telephone town hall. Anybody participated in a telephone town hall? Okay, sir.
I worked for Representative Sylvester Reyes one semester, and we did a couple of those.
From his congressional office?
Correct.
Right, okay, very good. Anybody else do work on, participate? Yes, sir.
In 2008, I was volunteering with the Campaign for Change office, and they did one for canvassers with Michelle Obama.
Very cool.
Ungodly number because I was on the Obama campaign.
Very good. Okay, so it's the reason Obama won too. So simply a telephone town hall. Don't look at that yet, but I'll explain. A telephone town hall is a relatively new communications technique out there, and what it basically is a couple things together. First, it starts with an outgoing auto call. Hi, this is Michelle Obama. Stay on the line, and right now, we're going to have a live conversation about why you should vote for my husband, Barack, okay? So it starts with an auto call, inviting people to join the telephone town hall. It is not a conference call, okay? These people have not chosen to call in. Why is that? Because most voters are not going to choose to call in. Now, you guys on the Obama campaign, yeah, you would want to. But Sylvester Reyes's constituents, right, you know, some of them not. But what we're going to do is, Sylvester Reyes's constituents are right there. They pick up the phone, and it's the congressman, and he says he wants to talk to them about the economy and what's going on in Texas and all this sort of stuff. And they say, okay, I'll give the guy a couple minutes. Now, did you hear from the media consultants how much time people really give politics? Even during the election, maybe a minute or two a week? Okay, so if Sylvester Reyes or Michelle Obama or Mitt Romney can get somebody on the line, a voter on the line for 2 or 3 minutes to listen to them, that's huge. So it starts out, they invite them on. People get on. What is this? Right away, I'm going to keep picking on Sylvester Reyes. Sylvester Reyes starts talking. Hi, welcome to my telephone town hall. Please press 0 if you have a question. People start pressing 0. It then becomes like a radio call-in show, okay? So they're conducting their own targeted radio call-in show with the targeted voters they want to speak to. It's not like TV, we're talking to everybody. And we've suddenly got this chance where people know they can interact with this candidate. The candidate then gives a 2 or 3 minutes of why they're running, what's important, the issues that are important, and then they take the first question. Hi, this is Heidi from San Antonio. Heidi, what's your question? Blah, 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 what about transportation? Great question, Heidi. Now, we've screened the questions, right? So we know Heidi's not a nutcase, okay? We hope. We know that we talked about it ahead of time. We wanted to take the transportation question, we wanted to take the transportation question from San Antonio. So and it's not past us to have people set up to call in with a question, right? Okay, so we know what question we want. These things can dial out to 5,000, 50,000, 500,000. We did one with Howard Schultz, the CEO of Starbucks, to 1 million people. Okay, so they can be massive. Barack Obama's famous for doing them to 1 million people at a time for the AARP. And the AARP is famous for doing multi-million person telephone town halls. So if you're thinking about a governor's race and you're thinking about how to cover Texas or Iowa or New Mexico quickly, you can start thinking about a telephone town hall. So these people get on.